Once upon a time, in Eluma village, there lived a stranger named Jessica. The small village of Eluma was a quiet, simple place where everyone knew each other. Life was peaceful, predictable, until she arrived. Jessica was unlike anyone the villagers had ever seen. With long flowing hair, a radiant complexion, and an air of elegance, she carried herself with a confidence that made her different. She wore the finest dresses, delicate fabrics that shimmered in the sunlight, and jewelry that sparkled like stars. Jessica was a stranger who arrived in the village few months ago. The young women admired her from a distance, whispering among themselves, trying to guess her secret. How did she afford such luxury? What kind of cream made her skin glow so perfectly? Many tried to imitate her, hoping to capture just a fraction of her beauty. But they didn't succeed. The men, on the other hand, were obsessed with her. They watched her from afar, captivated by her beauty and aura of mystery. They showered her with gifts, sent her flowers. They found themselves drawn to her. Yet no one truly knew who she was, or where she had come from. After she arrived in the village of Eluma, she became the village fashionista, buying a cottage on the edge of the village with no explanation of her past. She kept to herself, never engaging in gossip or village festivities. Whispers spread like wildfire. Some said she was a noblewoman who had escaped from a distant land. Others believed she was a widow of a wealthy merchant, living off his fortune. But none of them knew the truth. The village maidens admired her. Some of them envied her. Yet they all wished to be like her. One afternoon, some village girls went to her house, eager to know her secret. They approached her with eager smiles, their eyes filled with admiration. "Jessica, you are looking beautiful as always. We wish to be like you. Tell us the secret of your beauty, the cream you use, and how you maintain your luxurious lifestyle." Jessica smiled, her eyes sparkling with mystery. She lowered her voice, as if sharing something sacred. "I don't use cream," she said. "There is a miracle water given to me by my mother. I drink it every day to maintain my beauty. It also attracts success my way." The girls gasped, their excitement growing. "I have enough," Jessica continued, her voice smooth and reassuring. "I can give it to you girls if you want." Their faces lit up. "Yes, we want the miracle water. We want to be like you," they chorused. Jessica turned and walked into her house, returning with a small container filled with a clear liquid. She handed it to them with an elegant smile. "Drink, my dear friends. Let beauty and success find you." Without hesitation, the girls drank the water, thanking her with joy in their voices. They left, spreading the news across the village. More young women, eager to glow like Jessica, flocked to her doorstep. One by one, she gave them the miracle water. Soon, even the young men, hoping to become more handsome and wealthy, came to Jessica for the secret to her fortune. She welcomed them all, handing them the same small containers, watching as they eagerly drank. Each time they took a sip, Jessica's smile grew wider. But behind her perfect smile, there was something else, something dark. "Good," she whispered to herself. "My mission is accomplishing gradually." What the villagers didn't know was that the so-called miracle water was not a blessing. It was a curse. And soon they would all discover the terrifying truth. Days passed, but the villagers who drank Jessica's so-called miracle water saw no change. Their skin did not glow like hers, their beauty remained the same, and no sudden wealth came their way. Instead, something far more disturbing began to happen. Every night, as soon as they closed their eyes, they found themselves in a strange, dark coven. The air was thick with smoke, and the scent of burning herbs filled their nostrils. They were not alone. Every man and woman who had taken the miracle water. They were all dressed in black robes. At the center of the coven sat a terrifying old witch on a black stone throne. Her wrinkled skin sagged, her yellow eyes gleamed in the dim light, and a dark crown rested on her head. She smiled wickedly, her sharp, broken teeth showing beneath her cracked lips. "Welcome, my children," the witch's voice echoed, sending chills down their spines. "You have joined me at last." Panic spread among them. "What is this place? Who are you?" one of the men cried out. The old witch let out a deep, rattling laugh. "Foolish ones," she sneered. "You drank the water of the coven. You are part of us now." The villagers looked at each other in horror. Suddenly, the truth hit them. The miracle water was not a gift, it was a trap. Jessica had lied. She had lured them in, one by one, making them drink the cursed liquid. And now they were all bound to this place, summoned here every night against their will. Some tried to run, but the air grew heavy, their bodies frozen in place. A powerful force held them still, their limbs refusing to move. "There is no escape," the witch hissed. "You belong to me now, and soon you will serve me forever." The villagers screamed, but no sound left their lips. Their bodies felt like they were sinking into the darkness itself. And back in the village, Jessica sat in her luxurious home, gazing into her mirror. A cruel smile played on her lips as she whispered, "The coven grows stronger. Soon I will take over this village." A girl named Blessing began to suspect Jessica. She had been watching. She had seen how the villagers who drank Jessica's so-called miracle water remained the same. No beauty, no wealth, only a strange look of exhaustion in their eyes. Something was wrong. Determined to uncover the truth, she made up her mind to confront Jessica directly. One morning, Blessing walked to Jessica's house, her heart pounding. She forced a bright smile as Jessica welcomed her. "Good morning, Jessica," she said sweetly. "I am here for my own miracle water. I want to look beautiful, like you." Jessica's lips curled into a knowing smile. "Ah, you finally came. I knew you would." She turned and fetched a small container filled with the liquid. "Here, my dear. Drink it now, and beauty will embrace you." Blessing hesitated for a moment, then quickly shook her head. "I want to take it home. I want to drink it every day, so I can become as beautiful as you. Even better, I want to be your twin sister." Jessica's smile faltered for the briefest moment, but then she laughed, nodding in agreement. "Of course, my dear. Take it and drink well." Blessing thanked her and hurried away, gripping the small container tightly. She wasn't heading home. She had another destination in mind. She went straight to a prophetess, a powerful woman known for her divine visions and mighty prayers. She was feared by dark forces and respected by all in the village. When Blessing arrived at the prophetess's house, she explained everything: Jessica's sudden appearance, the miracle water, and how almost the entire village had taken it. The prophetess listened, her expression growing darker with each word. Then she reached for the container. Holding it close to her face, she whispered a prayer. Suddenly, the liquid inside turned a deep shade of black. A foul, sulfuric smell filled the air. Blessing gasped. "What is that?" Prophetess's eyes flashed with divine anger. "This is no miracle water, my child. This is a potion of bondage. Jessica has been deceiving the village. She is working with dark forces." Blessing's blood ran cold. "What do we do?" she whispered. The prophetess stood tall, gripping her staff. We must expose her. But first, I must pray. The power behind this curse is strong." She raised her hands to the heavens and began to pray, her voice echoing through the small house. The air vibrated with power as the ground beneath them trembled slightly. Somewhere far away, in the shadows of her home, Jessica's eyes snapped open. She felt the disturbance. Her hands curled into fists as a sinister growl escaped her lips. "Who dares challenge me?" The battle between light and darkness had begun. "Jessica is not who the village think she is," the prophetess said. "She is an old witch in another body. Take me to her. She must confess with her mouth." Blessing and the prophetess began their journey to Jessica's house. On their way, some villagers saw them and joined them to see where they were going. When they arrived, they saw Jessica sitting outside. She was surprised to see the crowd coming to her house. She stood up. The prophetess confronted her. "Who are you? And what is your mission in this village? Speak now, before the Holy Ghost fire will consume you." Jessica, usually composed and elegant, faltered for a brief second. But then she threw on a charming smile, her voice as smooth as silk. "Prophetess, I don't understand your question. I'm just a simple woman living peacefully in this village." The prophetess slammed her staff into the ground. "Do not lie to me, Jessica. Who are you, and what is your mission in this village?" Jessica's eyes darkened for a moment, but she quickly regained her composure. "I have no mission, prophetess. I only help the people with my miracle water." "You are a liar," the prophetess shouted. "That water is a curse. It is binding the souls of these people to the kingdom of darkness. You are not who you claim to be." The villagers gasped. "A curse? What is she saying?" one of them whispered. Blessing stepped forward, her voice shaking but determined. "She's right. I took the miracle water to the prophetess, and when she prayed over it, it turned black and smelled like something rotten. That's not a blessing. That's evil." The villagers turned to Jessica, horror creeping into their eyes. The prophetess raised her staff high. "By the power of the Almighty, I command you, Jessica, reveal your true form." Before everyone, Jessica turned to an old witch. Standing before them was not Jessica, the beautiful stranger, but a hunched old witch with hollow eyes and jagged teeth. The villagers screamed. Some tried to run, others fell to their knees in shock. The prophetess pointed her staff at Jessica, her voice booming. "You have deceived this village long enough. Confess your wicked deeds." "Jessica," the old witch began. "My name is not Jessica. My real name is Beatrice. I was once a part of this village, but many years ago, I was banished for practicing dark magic." The villagers gasped in shock. The elders exchanged horrified glances, recognizing the name from their past. Beatrice continued, her voice growing darker. "After I was cast out, I found myself in a strange land, a kingdom of darkness where I grew stronger. I initiated many souls into the world of the witchcraft, but I longed to return. I wanted revenge." She let out a dry, crackling laugh. "So I changed. I took on a new body, one of beauty, wealth, and charm. I knew that if I came back as Beatrice, no one would welcome me. But as Jessica, the most beautiful, elegant woman the village had ever seen, oh, how easy it was to make them desire what I had." The villagers shifted uneasily. Some covered their mouths in horror. "I knew the girls would admire me," Beatrice continued. "I knew they would want to be like me. And the men, oh, they were the easiest to control. I used their desires to my advantage. I gave them my miracle water, a potion of initiation. With every sip, They unknowingly sold their souls to the coven. She grinned wickedly, her jagged teeth showing. Now, every single person who drank it is part of my kingdom. They have turned to witches and wizards, whether they know it or not. At night, their spirits leave their bodies and join me in the coven. I was going to turn this village into a kingdom of darkness. I was going to rule it. Terror spread across the villagers. Some fell to their knees in despair. Others looked at their loved ones in horror, realizing they had unknowingly been transformed into something unholy. "You monster!" a woman cried, clutching her daughter, who had drunk the water days ago. "You tricked my daughter to drink the water," Beatrice sneered. "Foolish people. You all wanted beauty. You all wanted wealth. I simply gave you what you wished for." The prophetess raised her staff, her voice firm. "Your time of deception is over, Beatrice. The power of God is greater than your darkness." Beatrice let out a wild laugh. "You think you can undo what I have done? The villagers belong to me now. Even if you kill me, they will remain witches forever." The prophetess lifted her staff higher. "Not while I still stand." She turned to the crowd. "Everyone who drank the water, step forward." They obeyed and stepped forward. "If you want to be free, kneel now and renounce every connection to the kingdom of darkness." One by one, the villagers fell to their knees, crying out, "I renounce it. I renounce the covenant. I belong to God." The ground trembled, and Beatrice clutched her chest, her power slipping away. "No, no, this cannot be happening," she shrieked, her voice filled with rage. The prophetess lifted her staff for the final time. "Holy Ghost fire, consume every work of darkness." A great light burst from the heavens, surrounding Beatrice. She let out a final agonized scream as her body erupted into flames, burning away into ashes. The sky cleared. The wind settled. A great peace fell over the village. The villagers, now freed, wept in relief. Those who had been unknowingly turned into witches and wizards felt a heavy burden lift from their souls. Blessing turned to the prophetess, tears in her eyes. "Is it over?" The prophetess nodded. "Yes, my child. The darkness is gone. The village is free." And from that day on, the people would never forget the lesson they had learned. Never envy the beauty or wealth of another, for you never know what price they paid to get it.